Welcome to my ADHD brain. Anyways, hello, and welcome back to Curse of the Icefields. So, where we last left our bunch of hooligans.
The chuckle fucks, you can say it.
The intrepid band of chuckle fucks.
This band of fellas, they returned back to their village. After the return, I think Ennaq got his burnt hand chopped off and replaced with a...
Indeed.
Was it Belliath that replaced his arm? Yeah?
Yes.
It
So
was
it's
a
now
mix of Belliath and Erikai.
So it's a... Belliath and Erikai, so a mechanical hand. So you now have a prosthetic hand. Which,
Sure.
you can insert a spell focus and use that. I don't know if
Which
rangers...
I have.
Yeah.
My spell focus gives me Scorching Ray, Heat Metal, and...
Yes. And that can be
Produce
implanted
flames.
into your hand and it'll just, like, come out of your hand instead. Kind of thing.
Yep, and it's already been done.
Phil, since you weren't here last session, we gotta ask you now. Do you want to keep but your burnt hands?
Or do you want potentially cool tree hands and or robo hands?
I think gone to make food.
Probably.
Oh, right. He went to
Not that a
go...
bitch.
We'll get back to him in a
Noodles.
minute.
Yeah, we'll get back to him in a sec. Also, what happened last session is you guys tamed and planar bound more elementals. A couple of frost salamanders, a couple earth myrmidons, and this invisible stalker dude.
Yes.
We hope he's still there.
I mean, if you can sense magic, you could probably sense it.
Crap.
Yeah, you have a pretty big spell list.
It'd be nice if I could move the cart with everyone in it, but I can't. Ooh.
Yeah, I can get you guys going.
So there's a bit of a parking issue now.
Oh my god, there is.
There are too many carts.
Why is there a
We need to
devil
make a-
shark? What did we miss?
Okay,
We need to
I-
make a
I-
cart park.
I'm actually going to get to that. As you arrive, you see Gumbo with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sharks hung upside down, and he's like filleting one of them. By Victor, you
I'm scared
see
of
a
Gumbo.
skin-stripped shark and a shark like with lots of parts out of it, but it's one of those metal-cursed sharks that was still around. And Victor is using the metal to craft some things. Yeah. Also, you notice carts that look familiar, and you also see what was it? Which one did it carry? I think I missed one. Riff. There we are.
Oh no!
You see this little guy holding a rock and carrying it this way.
He's still.
Oh
has
no, it's
shoulder.
Riff! Yeah,
Oh, no.
I bring up the collar of my trench coat and try to hide my face.
I don't think I've met Riff.
Oh, we did. We did.
No, I mean me as a player. Eric,
you
not
as
mine.
a player and character did not meet this person because you slept through the encounter.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah. You were
Yeah,
asleep
so
during that.
Bell,
encounter.
Bell, Bell is just hiding.
Alright. You also see a few new individuals that are now here. I just realized something. Ignore why there's two. You see a very similar to that other one who had a green eye. They look almost like a spitting image of each other. Just one looks really, really young and has shorter hair. Carrying a... He carries... Oh yeah, he's literally an executioner too. He turns and you see his cloak just billow. There's no wind. It's just billowing in a random direction.
Ah, so
got
he's a
that drama
smarmy
queen.
asshole. Got it.
Oh. New arrivals.
I wouldn't
No,
say
we
we're
live
new.
here.
Even better.
Old arrivals. I am new.
Old arrivals. Well, one new arrival. I pull Samuel up to the window.
One new arrival.
I am also new.
Two new arrivals actually.
Ah.
Pulls.
Oh yeah, the potted plant. You just see Captain. You just see. Yeah, no, it's like a small sprouted plant that's slowly still growing.
Is that what I fucking think it is?
Yeah.
Is that a Fey plant?
Yes.
I'm kidding. Not yet.
Just
In time.
starts focusing.
So,
Maybe if I focus
I
my
was about to counterspell that.
Nyana, as you arrive in this town, you'll see plenty of different varieties of races around. But you'll see a majority of them are kobolds and dwarves and aquaddles, like Shroomie. Some of them a little bit more like... I'm gonna bring them over. This guy.
Let's see.
Tackle.
still on the cart.
Tackles off.
He tackles you off the cart.
Yeah. I don't even think he can.
No, he has not been statted yet.
Well, he's statted.
Although I do have average strength.
Excuse
Hold
me.
on.
Are we getting off the cart here? Is this where we stop?
Hold on. Is
well,
this
actually-
contested?
Over here you can park it, technically.
I want to cast the spell.
Nope.
I made-
Cast levitate on both of them.
I made parking
How is
space.
the weather? How is the weather is going to be around this place?
You're looking at the weather channel. That's the spell you want to cast.
The weather is really nice here, actually. Surprisingly,
It's almost as if we have
very,
a gang of druids.
We don't control the weather. That is propaganda created by the fucking wizard
yeah,
people.
Samuel being held.
I don't know. I mean, you guys could control the weather.
Dark Wizard Money Gang are making propaganda.
Chow is a druid gang. We love planting plants.
We love casting a spell. I don't even think I have a spell that can affect the weather.
Skywrite.
I mean, I
That-
can
fair.
skywrite indefinitely.
In technicality, it does affect the clouds.
So you're saying if I skywrite enough, I can bring a rain, or at least block.
Dribble.
the sun.
I mean, the druid would not appreciate it, as tampering with the weather is bad.
Yeah, but it's a dark ritual, so they don't know it's created by magic.
Control weather is an 8th
I-
level spell. So once you can do that, yes, you will have the ability to mess with the weather.
Skyright's an 8th level spell.
No, Skyright's
No,
a 4th
control
level.
weather is.
Control
Oh.
weather is
Second.
That's still really high for Skywright, I think.
It's second level?
Skywright is
Yeah.
second.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, second level.
Oh, okay.
But anyways,
It's one of my favorite spells. It's a ritual spell.
Yeah, so I can cast it at will. So I can be like, I'm gonna spam it and block the sun.
I think we have established at this point
Just
that
a bunch of clouds saying "fuck you, sky."
I think we have established at this point that the beetle auto homes to a specific location to park the cart. So I'd like to imagine I get tackled from the fucking driver bench and it tries to go over here, but can't because there are carts blocking the way.
Yeah.
So he just
it
makes
stands
sad beetle
there
noises.
confused. Like he wasn't prepared for this.
Blocks entire.
Yeah,
way.
it's like an introvert that expected less people than there are. And is suddenly very scared.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Yeah, I had that experience whenever I went to a club a few days ago.
Yeah, Aftermath, are you wanting your hands to be fixed? Or
Ah, right.
Oh,
So, Phil, because your hands are burnt, you actually have choices. You can keep them burnt and continue to potentially fuck up the world with magic surge, because of the wild magic when you cast magic, or you can get them replaced. You can get them
Like I have.
regrown. You could get them turned into prosthetic metal hands, or you can ask the druids to give you more like wood hands. Tree limbs, yeah.
Oh yeah, literally a tree limb.
So I can have a prosthetic. If I get the prosthetic hands, will it give me any debuffs?
No. It will
Oh
cause
fuck yeah, I'm going with
never-
robot hands. then.
You'll never be able to
I'll make you
feel
a robot hand.
with your hands again.
Think about
Like
it this way,
all.
though. You'll never be able to feel with your hands again. Wink?
Oh no! Wait, hold on.
Hold up.
Whoa!
Tree.
You'll never be able to feel your hands again.
I feel like the ability to grope is a small price to pay.
No,
No,
wait.
wrong-
This needs to be
wrong-
thought out. This
wrong
needs to be a
innuendo.
smart
Why is
decision.
there to be thought out? It's the choice between
Okay.
destruction and not destruction. I feel like there's a
Okay,
pretty
yeah,
simple
I know,
choice
but
between-
according to Phil here.
Yes, but there-
wait, let me ask Nikki something.
Hold on.
Okay.
Nikki, is it possible for with prosthetic hands for you to still have some sort of feeling?
Yes.
Phantom limb sensation?
No, like if I wanted to pet an animal, right? Could I still feel its fur?
We live in a magic world. That's probably something that can happen.
Once your body gets used to the hands, yes. Because the way
Okay, yeah, I'll go with the robot hands.
the
then.
way
I
they're
thought I wasn't
doing
gonna have
it-
any feeling.
Any particular
Hold
any
on a
particular
second,
thing
please.
about the robot hand?
The same thing goes for the wood hands too. But because of the natural, because of the wood that they'll be using, it's magical wood, so it can actually like you can move your fingers and all that stuff, and it'll actually work like an actual hand. And you will eventually also be able to feel out of that one. But I made a joke a while back where there's a person with stubs for hands and just uses mage hand as if they have the phantom limb syndrome, but it actually does things.
That's pretty
And
cool.
and you have invisible hands.
That's very cool. Actually, I really like that.
And
Or
you're like,
side possibility. Side possibility. You abandon the teachings of Victor and instead swap to a different, cooler character by Droogan and Instead, have your tiefling curse cured and become Azamar like me. Get
Oh.
angel hands.
Oh, and actually, I think I like that idea better.
No.
No, no, he's not. You
I'm
can't
gonna
do
go-
that.
This may or may not be a trick by Erikai to convince you to let him cure your tieflingness.
I mean, he was
Racist.
born with it, though. I don't think you can.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
No, I think you can if with a high enough slot.
Yes, you can cure a tiefling's curse, and even if they're born with it, their family bloodline is still a different
It's
race.
still a curse.
It's just
So they'll
they've-
They'll
Yeah.
still sire tieflings, I assume.
yeah.
So, okay, so if Phil had kids, the kids would still be tieflings, but he could not be one.
As long as the curse is removed, his offspring will no longer get cursed. If
Oh.
they're still cursed, if they're cursed, then they continue to make cursed children.
Okay,
Until it's
that's even
cured.
better.
Phil probably has a lot of offspring.
I'm just saying that Erikai might.
Just let me make you a robot hand.
Erikai might. No.
How does Belliath know how to make robot hands?
It's not
I
mutually
have Golemancy.
exclusive.
I know
It's
how to
not-
make Golemancy.
It's not mutually exclusive. Erikai is just lying to Phil, saying that curing his tiefling nature would give him his hands back.
He's just being an asshole.
Shit.
I'm gonna
I'm
insight
just gonna-
check that
I'm gonna-
shit.
I'm gonna go with my
insight
robo
check
hand.
that shit.
Belliath's having none of this anti-tiefling hate.
Fuck 8.
That's worse than his past.
I'm so good at insight. How do I roll so low?
Hold on, I'm terrible at insight.
Fuck it, I may as well.
You son of a bitch!
19.
The real question is Shumi not in favor of this lie?
50.
She's not in favor of any lie.
Well, here's the thing. She doesn't necessarily have an issue with tieflings.
Also, do we really want to do this right now? We're about to go raid a city.
I'm just showing off my metal hand to Phil now. I'm just like
I want metal hand too.
Just a quick race change.
Why does nobody want the very funny tree limb?
I am immune to fire. I am
Tree.
going to be
I will
in
tell you
front of
exactly
fire.
why. No, I have a very good reason for it.
Uh-huh.
If I get hands that are made by a druid and I start doing something stupid or I pick something up I shouldn't pick up, who's to say they can't take away my hand?
That's not how it works at all. It's a permanent plant attached to your biological structure.
Yeah, but
Burn
robo
the fuck
hand.
away.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Any specifications about your robot hand that you want?
I would like to be able to put shit on it if possible.
You
Like-
want to be able
like-
to attach things to it.
Yeah. So like almost like a
Okay.
Picatinny rail ish.
Okay.
Hold on.
All right.
Hold on. I have an idea. You already have a dagger with a ranged component. What if we make an arm brace attached to the hand that launches the fucking dagger?
Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the
have-
whole point
I
of being
an
able to have
idea.
a touch.
I assume based on how I'm going to describe this, that it's going to take a couple days. So similar to Enoch's hand, I'm going to take a day to just design the assembly, and we're going to have like a cuff around the forearm to actuate tendons that are going to be attached to it, and on the back of the hand, there's going to be a sort of fold out thing, fold out like mount for a dagger, kind of like mantis blade
Hidden
style.
blade style. Fucking hidden
Yeah,
blade.
hidden blade / like mantis blade from cyberpunk style. Okay, is it just from the wrist that I need to replace, or is it the whole?
No,
forearm
like my
that I
entire
replace?
arms.
No,
Like
I don't
up
think
to
it's
my
entire
your
arm.
I don't think it's your entire arm. I think it's.
No,
how
I
it
think
works
it's-
in mine.
It's your hand and wrist.
Hand and wrist. Okay, so it's just that.
Doesn't go up to
In
the
the
elbow.
hand, that doesn't give me a ton of room to put that sort of mount, but I think I can still do it.
Yeah, well, I mean,
And then
just as long as like
attached-
I can have something where I can like mount shit onto it, you know,
And
like a
attached
Rosha.
to attached to the cuff. If you want to do the dagger thing, attached to the cuff, I want to add a spool that he can wind up to bring the dagger back.
That'd be useful.
So he can launch the dagger with his hand however long. I don't know what the range for throwing a dagger is. I think like 30 feet. And you launch the dagger, and then you can spend like a bonus action reeling it back. That's how I envision it. You may want to make it an action because it may that may be a better balance.
Well, it already has the bonus action ability to do that.
It
Oh,
does
does
come
it?
back. I'm just imagining
I
one
didn't
of
know
these.
I didn't know it came back.
Yeah.
You have the sheath on the wrist, so it's just something you can pull out from.
Yeah, that'd be-
there.
Something
Yeah.
I'd also like to do while we're here, though, by the way, Nikki, is anyone here selling Tinkerer's tools?
I don't
We have a
know.
general store.
Yeah. So why is the game paused? By the way.
It's
It
not.
shouldn't be.
Shouldn't be. There we
Also,
go.
still tackled to the ground.
Kai wifey.
Yeah. So this is before back in the timeline.
Home.
Ow.
What?
Wait, who's this?
I grab Swumi's hand and pull him up.
No.
Hi.
No.
Please stop adding like really hot characters to our campaign,
He's
please.
spoken for. Leave her alone.
We will when you stop flirting with them.
What do you mean hot character?
She will help she will help herself up.
I will proceed to help you.
Hi.
Hi.
Helping them up.
Phil, we never had the chance to meet and talk. I'm Nyana. Nice to meet you.
I'm Phil Philanthropy, the great philosopher.
You
just
just
hear
call
me-
him Phil. It's a mouthful.
You just hear me from the back. Shut the fuck up.
What
You
do
can call
want me
him
to
Phil.
call you?
You can call him
Hey,
Phil. Don't
suck your
listen to any
mom.
of his titles. They're not actual titles.
I mean, perverts too, I guess.
What would you like me to call you?
Oh shit.
Phil
Don't.
Philanthropy, the mighty philosopher.
Oh damn.
That's kind of.
I'm gonna
long.
strike
In-
a pose.
Phil will see Belle just put both hands up to her face and rub the bridge of her nose.
Can you roll a
He not just walked off.
performance for the pose?
Oh yeah, I'll roll a performance check. Hell yeah.
Okay.
You-
Phil,
you
can
will-
you stop? Can you stop showing your fucking peacock feathers? I need to get the measurements for your hand.
you just see Shumi walk up and like it's not
Smack him
like
between the legs
hard
with a
enough.
staff.
It's not like hard enough to actually hurt him. You get that this is a regular occurrence. It's just the haft of the spear just kind of comes down and boom.
On the bollocks.
I like to imagine we just hear the crack of wood of just.
No, it just sounds like a
it's
really
not hard.
solid
It's
like.
not hard enough to actually hurt him. It's just
Okay.
you're an
okay.
idiot.
It's just
Stop.
Not this
Monster.
time.
Not this time.
I think my chat is broken. Did you roll a performance?
25.
Yeah, I got 25.
25.
All right.
You got 25 in performance, which of course you did because you're the fucking
gives
bard.
like a small clap. All right.
Can I sneak up behind him and try and push the back of his knee to make him fall over as he's doing it, just to
Make him at disadvantage.
just like a drive-by, walk past, kick him at the back of the legs, and keep going. On my way to the forge.
Oh my. Yeah, careful. Okay. I will call you Phil for now. And you can call me Nyana or Nyan. And
If you're hungry, you can call me later.
Does Nyan have a cat?
Please cease.
I do have a
Phil-
cat.
It's Nyan cat.
Cranberry, get back here.
And
Cranberry!
this is Bert, my
Aw.
cat.
Oh, it's so fucking
Cranberry! Why'd you run off
Is
like
it,
that?
is it a familiar or is it
It is my familiar.
Oh.
If you ever need like any ritual spells, I probably know it. I can help you with that.
Show off.
And
So spells and incantations for those with the talents to cast them.
yes. And
Any
I would love to
familiars?
learn more if you know any. And if you are willing to share your wisdom,
I want to hurt him.
I
Uh,
can't select Samuel.
That's okay.
if you are willing to share your knowledge,
God, I have
would
so many
like to learn
pets.
from you.
Are those
I
College
don't
of
even think I
Winterhold
have any
robes?
knowledge that I can share.
Uh,
Most of my stuff is personal spells.
I thought it was College of
And
Winterhold.
also, what else?
Hey.
And cantrips, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I'm just saying, I am always open to learning new stuff. I hope
Well,
we
I'm
get
just
along.
I mean, I can do this.
No,
But can he do this?
but can you do this?
I would like to look at. Oh shit! Wild magic. I forgot.
Oh, luckily, I don't think it
I
goes
didn't
off.
proc it.
So you're good.
I wanna make myself look like Erikai.
Why?
I don't think that you're actually able to make yourself that tall.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because you're like a fucking giant, aren't you?
6'4". How tall is Erica?
He was a high elf. He's tall as shit, and he's wide as shit too. Disguise self only has a certain bound for height and width, right?
I'm 6'4". How tall is Erikai?
Oh shit! Never. Why are you so fucking tall?
I don't know.
Remember, this is
Hold
the
on.
party of giants. I made this
6'1".
joke before because the only small person was the fucking rat.
Was Flynn?
Let's see. We got 6'1",
I'm 6 foot.
I'm 5'7".
6'3",
Belliath was 6'3".
short.
I'm like 5'7". I'm short as well.
Hubris would be
How
like 6
tall
feet
is
tall.
the boy?
What,
We've never
Scales?
established how tall he is.
So who is?
Scales is like
Scales.
about 6 feet tall.
So, can I ask you a question?
Sure, shoot.
If
Not
it's
literally.
a secret, are you a tiefling?
Europe.
Oh, I am too.
Look at the pokey little horns.
Yeah. What is your horn routine? How do you keep them good?
Oh shit. Oh,
Well,
that's just words
You
for him.
asked the
every
worst
single
fucking
day I take
person
some
to-
lotion.
I also got a lotion. What kind of lotion?
I
I
hate
hate
you
it here.
so much, Aftermath. I hate you so fucking much.
It's gently polished. They look shiny.
I do the same. I make my own lotion too. I use some honey in it.
That sounds kind of sticky. I like
See,
mine being more like a lubricant.
Phil does it for about 3 seconds though.
Little, but I got a cleansing stone, and after you apply it, you wait like an hour, and you use the cleansing stone, and it becomes so shiny.
Give me a second, I'm dying. I have strep throat at the moment.
Oh shit.
Don't die.
Oh shit.
Not yet.
Nikki, if you would please be so kind as to relocate
Hey,
Samuel.
I got
Taylor.
another horny friend.
Where is Samuel going?
In more ways than
You
one.
have,
Jail.
you have no idea how correct that is.
He's going straight to jail.
And this is why
Preferably,
tieflings should read true in lore because they're always everywhere.
What's the joke here? Is he intentionally is he hitting on a lot of characters?
Oh, you know, Phil is quite literally a slut.
He is literally a horny bastard.
Yeah, that's the whole point of him.
Hit on
See,
both.
originally I made Phil to be like very goofy and chaotic, and then like he chilled
Thank
out
God
a
your
bit. but
name.
he's
Thank God your name's not Bob, because otherwise it would be Bob the Boy Toy.
Oh my god,
No,
that would
no,
actually
instead
be
it's
pretty
Phil
good.
the footboy.
I
No,
would
I
have
gave
to
him
come up
ideas. I
I
gave
have
him
to-
ideas.
I would
Phil
have
the
to come up
footboy,
with something for Bob because the whole reason I used Phil was because of philanthropy and because he's a mastermind rogue, and philanthropy is the act of selfless giving, but he's a rogue.
and
So
he's a
several-
liar.
Act of selfless taking.
Yeah, he constantly thieves.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So if you wanna do some horn care later, I would like to do it.
I
Is
I
Nyana
hate
just
it.
explaining her fucking skincare routine right now?
Get the
I,
fuck
I, will, I,
in.
will, I will explain it later. I'm just giving the option of if you want to do it later together.
Yeah, come to my tent.
I'm going to
Just
walk
have
over.
a fucking house.
I'm going to walk over with all the pets, and I'm just going to place Cranberry on top of Phil's head.
Eat him quick.
Oh.
So, Nyana, you see Belliath inconspicuously walk behind Phil, and then you just see this tiny red orb just.
Oh yeah, Belliath, maybe you can join us too if you wanna get
Four?
your own ship. Okay.
Yeah, you wanna? We're
I'm
all
just
gonna
gonna-
take care of our hordes together.
I'm just going to look at Nyana and just shake my head and just go, "You have no idea what you've just gotten yourself into," and walk away.
Sorry, I'm taken.
Okay, well,
Not yet.
I need to go to the general store because I need to find myself a Tinkerer's toolkit. Oh wait, which one was the general store? Was it this one?
This campaign has took a turn for the fucking weird.
It
I
took a
also
turn
need
for the horny, is what it's done.
I didn't want to say that though.
I need a poisoner's kit. Would that be like is there like a herbalist here?
I thought you already bought one of
Well, I
them.
mean, I have a poisoner's kit. I can make poisons for you. Some people should have that.
I thought you bought one last
No?
session.
Also, I
so.
don't think the town would be the appropriate place to buy a poisoner's kit.
It's a little sus.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, can I buy thieves' tools? Promise I'm not a thief.
With a big
Everyone
gun.
knows he's a thief, though. He's like town drunk.
Why do you think everything's triple locked? It's magic.
Everything
Do
is
we still
locked in
still have some of
triplicate.
those wine barrels? Do we still have some of those wine barrels from
Oh
shipwreck?
no. So he broke it
Unfortunate.
open and forgot to properly store it, so it spoiled. And then the
Wouldn't it have
barrel
been
got
full of
kicked
seawater
into the
anyway?
lake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't it have been full of
so-
seawater anyway?
What happened to the one is they just left it on the dock, and it just stayed in open air. It got super salty because of the ocean and everything nearby. Eventually, it got pushed into the ocean.
No,
Or
it
into
got
the lagoon?
kicked by a
Oh.
very specific person.
Right, they kicked it into the water, and it wasn't good to drink. It would have, like, anyone that drank it would have just drank salty wine.
Yeah, it
Salty,
would-
spoiled wine.
The French champagne is regarded for its excellence.
I mean, the alcohol would hit you more because you dehydrated yourself even more still.
I'm sorry. I know this is not the intention. Why the fuck do all the walkways to the housing look like they were built out of scraps?
Nikki, how much is a Tinkerer's toolkit?
think he said enough of our
Tinker's kit?
bullshit.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I think those things aren't, like, a lot of money. They're, like, a few gold.
Oh, okay.
Tinkering tools is, 50 gold.
Oh, that's not too bad.
But more than I expected. Yeah, actually, I don't know.
I do math now. Let me open up a calculator.
Oh, don't do that. Don't worry.
Okay.
I got this for you.
Sweet.
There's actually a way to automatically do it.
And then does Firefist have any like charcoal sticks to like write with?
Charcoal sticks.
Why don't you just wipe with a fucking quill and ink?
Well, oh yeah, that's right. We do have quill in.
Yo, can I get a chalkboard?
Can I get a chalkboard?
Well,
Oh,
I need someone to drop my schematics
You-
on, and I have a shit ton of fucking paper.
Shale and some rock.
Just a slate piece.
This is a slate of shale. Okay.
And I'm also gonna get a quill and pen, I guess, or a quill and whatever the fuck writing utensils are in this universe.
So, ink. An ink bottle, it's 10 gold. Ink pen is 2 silver.
Okay, cool.
Where's that copper?
And
Um,
I'm gonna wait until Phil leaves the store to buy.
Nikki,
Nikki,
can you give me
Okay.
access to Scales sheet so
One
that I
second.
can move them?
Ink, pen, ink. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it was 2 copper. There you go. You want Scales as sheet? Oh, I guess.
I need access to the token so that I can move them and not.
That's fine. Oop. Zoomies. Alright. Another thing that you'll notice when you run into the town stuff is there is more buildings up. But one thing that is very apparent is the sound of drilling between these 2 houses.
Oh fuck!
And
Oh,
you see a couple kobolds just standing outside of it, and you see like a square hole that looks like steps leading downwards.
I'm
And you
gonna
hear
go
the
over to the
drilling from-
kobolds.
Okay. It is much louder. Hello.
Hello.
Sure you
Um,
want to talk about the drilling?
hello. I have a quick question. What are you doing?
We've been paid to drill a basement.
Insight.
Oh, you're
Insight check
you're-
that shit.
You're actually inciting them? Oh, okay.
17.
They are actually being honest with you.
Oh. We're being paid to
Why
drill a
the fuck would they lie to us?
I mean, one of them did try to rob the other party.
They're industrious little guys.
That don't answer my question. Why do you think they lie to us?
That's fair.
Us specifically.
Yes. They wouldn't last long against us, for one.
No.
The
The kobolds and the Aquanos are very honest with you guys, and they respect you all because you saved them. So they're very I'll explain. The group that owns these houses asked us to build a basement for them, so we're building a basement. They gave us this mighty tool to do it. That was our payment.
Okay, I have a potentially strange question. What's your name? What's your name?
Oh. Shit. Where is my
Verb.
You're making Nikki work for it
There's
today,
a
aren't
goblin.
you?
What's his name? Bob Lynn?
Anne Boleyn.
Do I have the list of
Just think of a random kobold name.
Oh, no. I actually have a list somewhere.
You have a list of potential kobold names?
Of
Cobalt names.
What the fuck is out on
Well,
the
this is
ocean?
Nikki. She's probably named
What do you
everything.
mean, what's out on the ocean?
The big rocks.
What the?
Those aren't.
They're houses.
Those are houses.
Oh, water houses. Okay.
Don't
Yeah.
use-
Oh wait,
for
we
the
have
very
dock
aquatic
houses now?
species.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me see this.
For the Aquatals.
Oh shit! I didn't even notice that.
They built a neighborhood in the middle of the lake.
That's
Wait,
fucking
how are
awesome. That's
How are
so
boats supposed
cool.
to come?
Hang on, hang on.
Our house. In the
In the
middle
middle
of the
of
street.
our
Don't
house,
know why.
our house.
We decided to put it here.
Fuck knows.
Oh, is it gone completely? Oh no.
Fucking hell.
Sad face.
Well, names.
Damn, are you getting sick now, though?
I guess that game's been deleted. Sad face.
What? Yeah.
One of the games I played in, I was keeping information. I wrote down several kobold names in that game. That's okay.
Yeah.
Random kobold name then. It is. God, I love kobolds. They're so cute.
One of them is Thonker, the other one is Jabba. And
Ah.
Kobold names are easy. Bring out the
I'm-
primal instinct inside you.
I'm Vim. This
You're
one's
them?
yeah. Vim.
Okay. I
This
have
one's
a
name
potentially
is
strange...
Jim.
Vim and Jim.
Is
I
it
have a
not
potentially
Vim and
strange
Vigor?
I have a potentially strange question for you, Vim. Was this basement commissioned by a pair of lesbians?
Actually,
Because I think this is...
it was bought by a robot. He the one that gave us the tool. It really and it digs fast.
Is this
Erica, do we know a
basement-
robot?
We know.
A robot.
Warforged.
Or a Warforged. I don't know your kobold words. Warforged.
I don't know what that is.
You would know. Belliath would know what a warforge is. You've been.
I wouldn't know what a
studying how to
robot
make
is. That's a
them.
strange kobold word.
Now the real question is this basement OSHA workplace compliant?
Probably not.
Are we?
They don't have supervisors other than
They don't
each
have
other.
supervisors.
But they know how to make
And
a structurally sound basement without caving in the buildings. They've done it already.
I'd like to think
Okay.
we just hear the sound of the drill suddenly stop
Just like
and one of them screaming as they're being flailed around instead.
God damn it!
Cranby goes inside.
just fucking.
The drill is very advanced. I haven't seen the technology before.
You said you got it from a Warforged?
Yes. They said they got it from a worm.
From a worm?
Yeah.
Do they mean a worm as in an actual worm, or a worm as in a dragon?
I think
Yes.
like one of those worms you find in the desert.
You're using a sandworm mouth.
Sure, if it was made out of metal.
Okay, good luck with that.
Blinks.
The one that was stuck on the drill proceeds to get hurled out of the basement into the street.
He goes up like 10 feet in the air.
Actually, one of them will come out because the drill does eventually stop. Wow, Alex, it stopped working.
How much of the basement did they get done?
We're almost
Enough.
done. Do we just need normal tools, or do we get it fixed? Like they left.
It's almost like someone who understands Golem should take a look at the piece of technology.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, having heard that the drill has stopped working, I will sigh and I will tell my 3 pets, okay, Zelok, you're in charge of these 2. Go see Firefist. Don't let Cranberry eat anything he's not supposed to. If he tries
And
to eat
don't
bird,
eat
that's a bad
cranberry.
thing. And don't eat cranberry either.
I don't
Do you
have
understand?
hands to stop him, but I'll do my best.
Okay, you do that.
No,
Yeah,
I
you
was
just see
looking
this
for-
gaggle of strange beings. All right, I will go over and check the.
call that a gaggle
I will
of
go
bugs.
down. I will go down into the basement, and I will take off. I assume it's hot down there, so I'm gonna take off my trench coat first. Kind of set it on the ground, and I'm gonna go down into the basement and see if I can't fix their drill.
Okay.
Trusting kobolds, are we?
Okay, so your clockwork wyvern has troubles getting up the steps, so Cranberry rolls into them and rolls up the steps with them inside of them.
Oh no!
no.
And then
Can't this
it falls out of Cranberry.
Wouldn't the wyvern just fly up the stairs?
Yeah, it can fly, can it?
Sherlock,
Low fuel.
I was
No.
trying to
Oh, it
have
has
a-
no fuel. Okay.
I was trying to have a private time with the store owner here. Can you wait outside, please? It will be just a minute.
You're making yourself sound like a proper succubus right now.
I'm not.
It's
No, I'm not. I'm not actually. I'm not talking
With
to you. I'm
that,
not
or
talking
you say you're
inside.
not a succubus, huh?
As you get
Not
down there,
right
Belliath,
now.
surprisingly, yes, it's a pretty it's a dirt basement. Pretty structurally sound. They actually do have pillars and like areas to have some support. Not only that, you see the tool they're using. You see two kobolds standing on top of shoulder to shoulder. They're just standing on top of each other's shoulders. So they're holding
They're to weigh down the drill, I'm assuming.
no, to make sure they get the dimensions right for a basement taller than them.
Oh,
Fair enough. That's actually been pretty smart.
that's
I'll give
smart,
them
yeah.
props for that.
The tool they're holding looks like a tool you've never seen before. You know the whirligig saw? It's kind of like that,
Yeah.
but with giant boring blades on it. It's two-handed and it's like very big. But
Okay.
you're like a worm. What? Make me a history check.
A history check. Okay.
Yes.
I went to college.
That makes one of us.
That's not good.
You sure you went to college?
I'll
Are you
give
sure?
you another roll.
You'll give me another. Okay.
Don't see the roll, but I'm scared of re-rolling the
That's
page.
better.
There we go. That's better. 16.
All right. You're not sure where they got this kind of tool, but it reminds you of a creature you read up about a little bit. As you're reading into your Golomancy and stuff, the Golomancy books you have are actually from the Crystal Empire. So there's actually one about grand golems that require
Okay.
really big cores, and which means a lot more souls. Or at least use of the soul socket and stuff to make them, because they make sentient golems. This
Sentient
boar
golem.
tool was, well, from a worm, more than likely, but it was like a boring worm.
Okay.
The Crystal Empire used this type of creature to siege. It would be one in an area to start causing destruction so that they could come in and wipe the floor. There was one sent here, more than likely, and whoever, you're guessing the other party, killed it and ripped its piece of its mouth out.
Metal. All right. I'm gonna look and try and see what the problem is, I guess, with this. I assume I need to make a Golomancy check. Or something. I don't remember where that is. I genuinely don't remember where my Golomancy check is.
It would be a tool.
A
your inventory.
tool. There we go. Golomancy check. $17.
Not too bad.
Not terrible.
This boar seems to be out of fuel of some kind. It needs to be charged. You believe you can charge it with a couple different things, but you would have to either charge it with using a soul sake ritual or you can possibly, you think, remake it and let it use a different fuel source, like like crystals or hell, even Ethereum.
I do have Ethereum. But I don't know if I want to trust Cobalt with Ethereum. That seems like a bad idea.
You
Hey,
can
what's
make it
wrong
so
with
they
that?
you might have to make it so they always come to you or someone else.
Well, what if I'm not here? Okay.
Then someone
Okay.
else.
Okay.
Also the boreworm in your book.
Oh, terrifying.
And that's what the
That's on a stick.
the side thing, the side drills. That's what's on the stick.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, I will. Oh boy.
You know there are members that
We do not have soul sake. I know we don't have that. So I'm going to, I guess, take it out of the basement and be like, okay. Well, before I do, I'm gonna go like, okay. I'm gonna gather all the cobalt up like a kindergarten class, and I'm gonna go, okay. The drill is out of fuel. We don't have anything to really refuel it currently, but I could possibly jury rig it to take a different fuel. It would be a volatile fuel, and you would have to, whenever it runs out, you would have to go to someone else to get the fuel. But I can make a makeshift change and make it take Ethereum. Do you know what Ethereum is?
Ethereum is a decentralized blockchain
Shut up,
with
Siri.
smart contract.
You got to be kidding me. That is actually glorious.
Siri, what the fuck?
Why does one of the kobolds have a Warforged in here?
Oh, fucking brilliant. Someone clip that, please.
Siri just wanting to play D&D.
How did she get kicked in the book?
I hate my life. This is bullshit.
Funny as
Alright.
fuck. I love it.
Ethereum. Oh,
Yes. Sorry, I got distracted.
The voices in my head,
Hey.
you see.
Ethereum, yes.
I
Yes. Do you know what Ethereum is?
that Kenku that owns that shop told me they ate one once.
He told you to.
They
He
ate.
told you to eat one.
No, they ate Ethereum.
Oh, I think I know who he means.
Oh, him.
Don't listen to him.
Yeah, don't
Like
do
at
that.
all.
That is a very special case. If you drank Ethereum, you would be removed from this plane of reality. That would hurt.
It make your tummy hurt.
Let's
It would make your tummy hurt so much that you would explode.
explode.
Explode. Like,
I don't like exploding.
yes, I don't think many do.
Have you tried it?
Ennaq, go back upstairs.
Okay. Try
Sorry.
it. I've seen kobolds explode.
I'm sorry to hear that. But the point is, I'm going to make this run on Ethereum. Now, this is something you have to be very careful with.
I'm done.
And I will just kind of school them on all the dangerous things they can't do with Ethereum and just go, this is strictly for fuel. And then I will try and jury rig a system. I assume it'll take a couple days to make a system that takes Aetherium instead of Soul Sake.
Make sure you don't tell.
I'm not gonna tell anyone. You can trust me.
Just some kobolds like to be adventurous.
Don't be adventurous with this. This is something you do not want to be adventurous. Be non-venturous.
Non-venturous.
Not edible.
Don't.
Right. Sit
Not
down.
edible. Not edible. Not edible. Very, very volatile. I don't know if you know what volatile means.
Goes boom.
Goes boom. Yes, goes boom. And Belle will just mutter under her breath, "Is this what being a teacher is like?"
Well, more closer to a parent, but yeah.
I mean,
Now,
I confirm.
do you do an insight check to see if this is what you put the druid through all the time?
Yes, you know what? Sure.
I have no idea.
I have
What?
no idea.
No.
Is this what it's like?
It's just like, oh, that's what they feel like.
Yeah, no, I'll just go. I'll just go under my breath. Swumi must be so proud.
No, they're currently having a conversation on the docks.
Okay.
Big feels,
But yeah, point is, I'm going to. I assume I need to make another Golomancy check. To Joey Wig, the fucking drill.
That or tinker's tools or smithing tools.
I'm gonna go up to Erikai with this massive fucking. I assume it's
Aura.
about as tall as I am, so when being held by a kobold, it's comical. But
Very. Because it's two of them holding it.
yeah, and I fill him in on what I'm gonna try and do, and I'm gonna try and get his help with it because smithing is outside of my wheelhouse.
It takes 3 to 4 of them to use this to do what they were doing.
I like to imagine if one tries to wield it, it just rolls along the floor like a fucking like a manual lawnmower, and it just goes. It just takes him away.
Into the dirt you go.
Yeah, just disappears into the forest and doesn't emerge for another day, and it's just covered in mud. But yeah, I'm gonna get Erikai's help with this. If Erikai wants to help.
Hell,
I will do so.
is there a tentacle still here? Whoops.
Yeah, so yeah, I will make a Golomancy check, I guess.
Other
Can I make it with advantage since Erikai's helping?
Yep.
Alright. Cool. That is a 21.
Ew. You and Erikai work together and eventually jury rig it to run on a different power source. The power source
Okay.
it had a weird soul type of things. You believe it had to kill creatures of any kind to like start absorbing its absorbing its power. You believe that was probably the reason why those boar worms stayed alive for so long. Even after the calamity.
Yeah.
So they just kept
I will
feeding
probably take
anything it could.
Yeah. I will probably take the drill with Erikai out into the forest a bit for the first test and just go and like gingerly holding the Aetherium above the fucking gas tank. And I'm just gonna go, okay, this may explode. Did you remember to say goodbye to your wife?
I don't think it'll be that bad.
You probably took care of it, and I'm just gonna I will fill the
Test
the
one.
tank with the Aetheria.
I think I will be fine.
Yeah, just, as an answer, he just a green glow just fucking woof over him, and just like
I'll be fine.
Ah,
you're a dick.
No, it's not I'll be fine, it's I'll be fine.
I would like you to know that I will remember this.
I think you won't.
Poured it. Well, let's see. And poured it.
Alright.
And immediately take like 10 steps back. That's it.
You pour it in, furnishing a tank into it. And you pour in the new fuel. Then you start it. Fuel goes in fine and doesn't cause any explosions.
Okay. We're trusting kobolds with this. This is a good idea, and I'm going to go give it back to the kobolds.
Doesn't even start it to see if it works.
Yeah, after we start to see if it works, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go back to the kobolds and present it to them and be like,
much strength
"Okay,
do you
it
have?"
works. Not much.
Okay.
I have 7 strength.
oh god.
Okay, you
It ain't much.
in a way, you basically drag it across the ground to like bring it there, unless you ask Erikai to hold it. Because it doesn't have a strength of
I
one.
will probably stubbornly drag it like 30 feet, and then Erica probably.
Well, put the fuel in, and I'm guessing start it. But if you start it, as you start it, I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Oh, fuck no.
Or you can say I fail it and let go.
Hold on.
Oh shit!
Okay.
0.
So, Belliath,
0.
you start it up, and then you're like, oh wow, this is neat. And it's like revving, you can hear it going, and you like press the trigger, and it fucking goes. And let's go, or it leaves your hand and starts barreling forwards. But because your hand let
And I'm just gonna
go
start
of
running.
it, because your hand let go of it, and you didn't keep your strength, it went several feet and then fell over.
I will run over to it and quickly just like turn it off and just like
There's like
noted.
it went partially into the ground and forward. It's just now a small hole that someone can trip over at some
It's
point.
great, fantastic. Yeah, okay.
But it works.
We're gonna get Erikai's help to transport. I'm not strong enough to carry this thing.
Alright.
So yeah, we'll go present it to the kobolds
Right.
and
Hand you those
drill
kobolds.
them.
Uh,
I'll give them a safety briefing. And just go like, okay, here's what you don't want to do.
Safety briefing.
Are they receptive to it at all?
Social workplace compliance.
They are. They respect you guys enough.
I like to think that one of them is just not paying attention, and I just firebolt in front of his face. Just pay attention.
After you're done explaining the safeties of your tool, you hand it back to them, and they pick it up, 4 of them. And they start moving it towards the area that they're going to get started on. And they just start going at it. Nice.
Okay. After that adventure, I am going to go into Firefist's shop. I assume that I will lean down, put the wyvern on my shoulder.
You don't
And-
notice Cranberry, but you notice Ennaq is sitting outside. The wyvern was on its way out. And Cranberry is just... You don't notice it at first. But there is like a puddle on the ground.
What did he do?
Oh, is he hungry?
No,
They just
Cranberry's
pissed him,
hiding.
said it's fine.
He's hiding. Cranberry.
If I remember correctly, Dursun told them to leave because they were talking to the thing, and Cranberry just hid instead.
Yeah. So I'm loading Foundry right now. It's loading the map.
Okay.
I was gonna try to buy a poisoner's kit and another item that I wanted to have privacy, so nobody else knew I was trying to buy it.
Okay.
Well, there's 3 people here.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Phil to leave. Sorry.
Yeah,
By
Yeah, I came in here to get Phil, where it's like, Phil, I need to get measurements for your hand.
Wow, okay. I'm gonna present my hands.
No, fucking come on. And I will grab him by the arm and just drag him to my
By
workshop.
the nub. Grab him by the nub.
Yeah, grab him by the nub and just drag him to the workshop.
Don't you think we're moving a little bit fast? You're gonna be grabbing me by my knob.
Okay, first off,
Also, where the fuck is my house, by the way?
you don't have one.
Unclaimed.
You're poor.
Actually, technically,
Don't deserve
Victor left. Erikai actually has his own home. Erikai has a home. He doesn't need a home in the village. He has a home.
I have my house on my island that
Yeah.
I shared with Hubris for
Exactly.
hundreds of years.
I know I requested a treehouse.
It's probably looking
Whoa,
very
whoa,
weird
whoa,
now
whoa.
because
So-
it was made of metal.
So then, okay, well, could we, so Equinox treehouse, he could have it, like, put out, I can't
Who the
point for
fuck's
some reason.
Equinox?
Enoch.
Enoch, fuck off.
Also, I just
Um,
noticed our army of elementals. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
You wanted this.
Put like the house in this back corner, over, I'll just drag my token over there.
The house can be Victor's not living here anymore, so this house is actually good to go.
Yeah, he's living in the shadow place.
Yeah, he's living in the
Oh, okay,
shadow.
put Enoch's house behind mine then. Put his treehouse behind mine.
Wow.
I can
Okay, I
find
don't
him
get
every
any
day.
worse then. Fuck you then.
Neighbors. Lel. Mhm.
2 seconds.
Alright. So, one thing that you'll be told is that your hands will be needed to be chopped off. So, you want to do this while you're under, or do you want to do it while you're awake? Amputating.
Yeah, wait, I have drugs.
You'll be fine.
I
I have
have
drugs. Hold on.
drugs.
Also, very important question. Do you want the person in your party who is a confirmed medical professional to do this, or are you just going to trust someone else to do it?
Oh, I'm gonna trust Swumi. That's not even a question.
It's not even a question.
Fine, I'll go get Swumi. I'll walk up to Swumi and go,
No,
Swumi,
no.
Swumi, we need help chopping off his hands.
We'll get to that in a minute. Dursun
Yeah.
was doing something.
Okay.
Alright. Load it in, yeah? You're muted, Dursun.
Oh shit, sorry. Hello. I'm Nyana. So I wanted to buy a poisoner's kit, if that is possible.
tilts head. This
It's full of fumes.
not the first time someone's asked this recently. I have herbalism kits and kits with medical supplies and things, but no poisons. Sorry.
I see.
If you're looking for something like that, I would more than likely try and ask any of those druids.
Oh yeah.
They,
And
Why are
just
all
as
the
a
druids
random
drug
thing,
dealers?
No, they just deal in
I'm a
natural.
drug dealer. I'm not a druid.
They just deal in the natural of things. So poison and
Weed.
healing and stuff. Herbs, remedies.
My laptop now. I can actually hear stuff.
Okay.
And then the next thing I'm gonna ask is a little weird. Do you perchance have any unicorn blood?
Eyes widen. Eyebrow raises. I don't even think I've ever seen a unicorn. Perhaps ask Gumbo if he has any of
Oh my
that.
god!
And
He seems
can,
like
can you point?
they're kind.
Homicidal?
And who was Gumbo again? Sorry, I am new here.
Gumbo is the big quattro with a chef hat. Very
Oh,
big.
okay, I have seen him. Yes, he was very noticeable.
I think their species is the Galgiri.
I'm Nyana, by the way. It's nice to meet you. I think we will see each other more often from now on.
Okay. I'm Firefest. Welcome to my...
Bell feels a disturbance in the force.
Nice to meet you. Is it okay if I ask you a question?
Ask away.
Is Firefest your birth given name, or did you take it later?
It is a given name. One I earned.
It's a very nice name. It suits you well.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping me. I'll see you later.
Bye.
And let's go find Gumbo. Come on, Bert. You can
well,
come with me.
he's very difficult to miss.
Yep. Hello, I believe you are Gumbo.
Says nothing.
Holding a
Continues
massive
processing
knife.
meat.
Don't make
I'm
me tap the
Nyana.
sign.
It's nice to meet you. I'm looking for a specific type of blood, and I heard you might have it. And I'm gonna get close and whisper it. Do you have any unicorn blood?
Now, this is where we have to get into a very important question. A, would he even know what a unicorn is? B, would he see one? Would he have ever seen one? And C, would he
Would he
be
have
dull
chased it
enough-
down and killed it?
Oh no, that is without question would have happened. Gumbo's not very smart.
How old is Gumbo?
I don't know. I don't have access to his sheet.
Oh.
He is unknowable.
Oh, sweet. You did write it down. He's like 85. Okay. So, yeah, actually, when he was a lot younger, he could have seen one.
I'm guessing this was
Probably one of his earliest hunts.
One of his first hunts, he hunted
Now,
down a fucking
Now,
unicorn.
the real question is he smart enough to know that's not exactly knowledge you go handing out? I can't.
What? He's just gonna. I think Gumbo would turn, look at them, be like, "What are you, the guard?"
No, if this is something that puts him on any form of alert, he just pauses and slowly starts reaching for the giant meat tenderizer.
No, I'm not a guard. I need it for a spell.
Eyes narrow,
You have some with
motherfuckerly.
I actually have some with me. I'm just looking for more, so if I need it in the future, I have spare. If you want to see that, I can show it to you as a token of I'm not a guard.
Hand is firmly grasped on a hammer.
Eyes narrow,
Um,
motherfuckerly.
Gumbo would know that they're extremely rare species.
He also typically does not deal with land. He doesn't deal with land animals.
Yes, I will show the black sick glow. It's already dipped in unicorn blood, so it's like sparkly, and there's some white shit in it.
I came back at the
Smells
wrong
awful.
time. I came back at the wrong time. What the fuck?
Yeah, welcome back. Nyana's trying to commit terrorism or something?
No,
I just heard white shit.
No, I'm trying to buy unicorn blood, okay?
I mean,
God, that would be so potent.
I'm expensive.
He doesn't have any. Like I said, he doesn't really deal with land animals at the moment. Most of what he gets are fish and the occasional shark.
And by any chance, did you butcher any humanoids lately?
What the fuck?
You have
Who the
about
fuck
10
starts a
seconds
conversation like
before-
that? I just sat down.
You have about exactly 10 seconds before he starts swinging the hammer.
I am asking this because...
Oh, no. As in conversation with him over.
Angry eyes.
Okay, have a good day. Leaves.
Yeah, just terrified.
Don't even need to roll intimidation. I am intimidated from the drunk man.
Sign on tent flips from open to closed. Now, these two have been having a conversation on the docks the entire time.
Is that how he spells it?
You can't spell in common.
Gumbo the simple-minded. I love this. I love Galgiri.
So, these two were having a conversation on the docks the entire time. Any chance I could coax a perception?
I did say I was whispering it, but if you can hear it, I guess. Why not?
I mean...
Oh no, because probably see
all you hear is just, have you killed anyone?
They're within 60 feet of where you were talking.
Yeah.
Would that be against my stealth, your perception?
Yep.
Alright, I'm rolling stealth. I got
19.
a +0.
You have to roll a 19 or higher.
Foundry is dying again. I
One.
don't know what I rolled.
You got a crit. You got a friggin'
Ever heard of
fail.
ever heard of a loud whisper?
That's in other words, me trying to whisper.
Your whisper was so bad, everybody heard you lacking.
And
It's not that bad.
so you know
so-
I'm looking for unicorn blood.
Yeah, more than likely.
There's Druidly.
Look, it doesn't have to be taken from a dead one. It can be given as a.
Oh, hold on.
You
Fucking
can
run.
donate your blood or sell it.
We need the Telltale Games pop up.
Yes.
Swumi will remember this.
Pops up in the left hand corner of your screen.
Just Swumi's eye just starts twitching.
Uh,
I have to go smack a bitch.
It's your stuff. Right. As you leave, eventually you're approached by someone. Actually,
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Who's here?
more than likely
You found who this?
a little further up. A dragonborn will approach you for a moment. Be like, I heard you were asking about hard to get,
Contraband.
hard to acquire things. To be fair, your whispering needs a bit of work.
I'm going to try and listen into this because after hearing her, I'm going to try and listen in.
You're a bright orange bird.
So?
You are
I
not
am-
very stealthy. That's the.
Oh, I fucking am.
They'll be like,
Passive stealth's 24.
Oh. I'm sorry, that was racist.
Man, don't you love it whenever you do an accidental racism?
It was a partially intentional racism.
what
Oh,
the
very
fuck?
stealthy. Oh, wait, no. That was him. Okay.
Yes!
Today's just not our day.
So, do I get to roll stealth too?
Why?
Just a giggle.
Don't. You're with me currently.
Doesn't mean I can't sneak out.
Yeah, I have your stub in my hands.
Oh, my hand's already been cut off?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, no. Your hands haven't been cut off yet. I'm still just like, will you stay still? I cannot take proper measurements if you keep wiggling your fingers.
As you speak between carts, yes, you can hear them. 'Cause he's not very.
I'm gonna stealth and follow.
He will say, I stumbled upon a site with plenty of goods. Though a lot of it was burnt, and I think there was a crash. But there was so much goods. I think I may have found what you have looking for. The only problem with it is some of it's in the ocean. And there's some nasty animals nearby.
Do you want salt water in your unicorn blood?
But there are several reinforced crates. And reinforced metal barrels filled with things. things. Whatever is in that whole thing would be probably pretty, I'd say, profitable. Though I might be wrong. It has it there. I
Nyana
do
has become
sell a
blind.
few things. He takes out his backpack, puts it down, and starts flipping. He flips it the flap open, and he like starts pulling
just
some things
watching.
out.
Sneaky.
Sneaky schnick.
Ooh. Wait, who wrote that? Expertise doesn't give you advantage, does it?
No, just
No. Okay.
double proficiency.
Right. Okay.
He would go in. I have poison kit. Alchemy supplies, like things.
Nikki, I'll be in shadow at the moment, won't I? I'd technically be invisible because of my armor, correct?
The
shadow steel.
Yeah, you have advantage on stealth also when you're
Right,
in shadow.
So shall I'll re-roll a stealth again and then just see which one's better. That's better. 25 stealth.
Sid. I have this other type of acid.
Hydrofluoric.
Sulfuric.
Makes you hallucinate.
2 seconds.
But he will pull out a couple other things. He pulls out a small box, and when he opens it up, con save. As dust flies up out of it. Holy shit. One moment. Harloon starts coughing. Don't breathe it in. Wasn't expecting it to just shoot out like that.
Don't breathe it in.
It would knock you unconscious normally, but both of you succeeded, thankfully. Ugh. A little tired now. I think this is like some sort of sleeping dust. Looks through bag. Right, this. And he pulls out a small metal box. I was able to get bits and bobs before the strange metal creatures start coming out of the waters. But I don't know what this does. He holds it out. It is a ornate metal box that looks like it doesn't have an opening, but it has a lot of ornate markings and designs all over it. Make me a history check, Nyana.
That almost ended badly.
Oh, if you use identify, I will tell you exactly what it is as well, plus the history check. So, what your identify tells you is this is a puzzle box that actually houses a magic inside of it. With your history check, this is a magic box from the Grand Bazaar, made by a wizard who boasted about being from a old kingdom called the Myriad Kingdom. A kingdom of the Arabic folk. They were extravagant mages, once housed the most pristine mage colleges in the world for a long time, until suddenly one day demons razed their entire city to the ground. This is a remnant from their technology of magic that was lost long ago. But some sort of puzzle box. But it is magical. The magic in it, because I think identify, does it identify learn? Do you learn? No, that's different thing. It doesn't tell you the school of magic, but tells you what kind of spell it is, right?
It tells you the specific spell if it's affected by a spell. School of Magic is detect magic.
Right. Yes. This box is strange. Has some strange symbols in it. Conjuration. Conjuration magic.
Right.
But it's like inside the circle. Oh, your mic is dead? Ah, that makes sense. Box and Poisoner's Kit. Poisoner's Kit's like 50 gold. The box is about 10 gold. Don't exactly know where. Well, you know where to get some more of it. It comes from the City of Metal. I'm not sure if you want to buy my stuff, but that's fine.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay. Nice. Fixed it.
How much do you want of the dust? Because I can't give you all of it.
So first, I didn't realize my mic died, and I was trying to roll insight to see if you intentionally opened the box and tried to knock me unconscious. Would I be able to roll insight for that?
That's fine. Yep.
Okay, because
Roofie check.
Yeah.
Am I able
Like
to check for from my position if there was any intent to do any harm or anything? Will I be able to tell from this distance? Probably not.
Probably not. Nian, they're just clumsy.
Okay.
They're a clumsy smuggler. The
so-
exact type of person you want.
It is a
Smuggler?
sleep
What?
drug-ish.
So can I get like a dose of it? Is that how it works?
Generally, it's supposed to help you sleep, but if you take a certain amount of it, you start seeing shit. Like,
If you want to know about drugs, just ask Phil Philanthropy the Philosopher.
I
think I will stay away from the sleeping drug.
Good.
And just
It's
stick with
mine.
the box. Thank you though. Thank you for giving me this box. It looks really nice.
Are you finishing up your conversation?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As you are finishing, I'm literally just going to stand up and just you'll be able to see me if you walk past. I'm just leant against the wall, crossed arms, just staring at Tar.
Hi, Ennaq. How's it going?
Hello.
Look what I
Not
bought.
bad. Nice.
I show you the box and the kit.
Interesting. Tar,
I bought roofies!
Tar, come here a sec.
I don't think we have much to do before we get to the thing.
I just want to upgrade I want to get my armor to
I've
+1
been-
or +2 if possible.
I've been waiting for my thing that I was gonna do, but
Yeah, go on. You do yours first because I'm just gonna confront him a little bit. So you do yours first.
Alright. We'll get to your thing. Right after I go to the bathroom quick.
Okay.
Ready to go.
Soviet, you here?
Mhm.
Can you help me putting those in my inventory? Because I don't trust Foundry enough to open plutonium, and I'm afraid it might crash again.
I don't have access to your sheet.
You have to wait for Nikki for that.
I can do it later too. I just need to remember it.
Write yourself a note or something on your phone.
Yeah.
You said poisoner's kit.
Poisoner's kit and ornate spell box, spell puzzle box.
That is a custom item that I don't have access
Yeah,
to. I can get the poisoner's kit.
Yeah, Nikki, I'll have to do the box.
Thank you.
So, how's everyone's day been?
Good.
Just fighting with Foundry and this crappy old laptop to work.
Well, next session you should be back up and running.
Yes,
Hopefully. If my laptop is not fixed in a week, I will be mad. I will be so mad. Well, the only reason it shouldn't be is if there's something seriously wrong with it.
Let's see. there any good place here for me to make a tent?
Probably on the outskirts. There's a if you zoom out, there's an open bit of plot here behind a building, or on the shoreline.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I think this place might be good if you see my thingy.
Yeah, if you hold X and move your mouse, you do like a finger point. There you go.
Right. Yeah. I think I'm gonna make it there.
It's getting huge. Huge. So the dock has been extended, so there's more housing and stuff here. But also at the very end of it, there's still a docking station for actual boats and stuff.
Hmm.
Cool.
There is 2 boats still there. One with metal, the other one with just normal sailboat. Well, with like oars. Oh yeah, oars. Runia's boat.
Right.
Okay.
So, I guess you would have been spending the time kind of going over in detail what exactly happened at the lab. Just to save for time, that is the conversation they have been having up until this point.
What skill really understandable to get let the anger and pain come through. Though it may not be right in some eyes. It's better than letting them continue. Right. And sometimes to stop a great evil, you have to do some evil things back.
While I agree with that sentiment, I don't feel like lashing out was exactly justified.
I think others who are in your situation would say different. I heard stories of our people in the north across the oceans getting captured and sold as slaves to other people. But there's also an Aquadal up there breaking them out. There's been stories of a Aquadal that breaks into caravans like those and rescues Aquadals. So there's more than... it may not have felt right in what you did, but in the end, it stops it from happening again.
Right. I was more surprised by Erica's brutality in dealing with Esker?
I don't know much about the Erikai that much. I know he was smithing for the town for a while. And then that demon came. That was spooky.
From what I understand, he's part of... He is a remnant of the old faith before all of the druidic shrines were scattered.
Ah, that makes sense. Oh, while you were gone, some of the Aquatals started building more housing, water, and then they also found caverns in the waters. They're afraid to explore them. None of them have actually gone into said caves. I, for one, have been asked to go down there a few times already. I think Gumbo's been asked a few times too. But it seems no one wants to.
I don't. I'm
When-
not sure how...
When you guys are done with your work and things, we'll need to deal with that, whether to seal it off or see what it is. Oh, another thing. While building things on the lake, across the lake, people have noticed sort of village that was obscured for a while. They're thinking about making contact. Is this a good idea? I don't know what that village... I don't remember there being a village there, at least in my memory. But then again, not all the Aquatal villages were ever discovered.
Hold up. History check.
That would be exactly where you're thinking it is.
Yeah. Yep. I know where that is. Breaking contact with that village should be fine. However, I've heard they somehow got a water elemental.
Oh. That's what that is.
That's what is.
Well, weird thing to explain, but the village sometimes disappears behind a wall of water. And it'll be there, and then suddenly the water level kind of rises around that area and makes it not there. That, or a mist randomly appears and starts obscuring the other side of the lake. It's really strange. But with you saying there's a water elemental over there, then that kind of explains the strange occurrences we were seeing. Well, with this knowledge, we'll be a little bit more careful in the contact then.
I've been meaning to find that place for a bit now, but we've been busy. I haven't
Perhaps.
been there since.
Well,
Oh.
if you've been there before, perhaps you would be best to be a delegate after your work is done.
That was the idea.
Ah, perfect. He lets out a sigh of relief.
Does not want to deal with the water elemental.
I signed up to be a god. I didn't think I'd have to do diplomatic things, but it seems I have to sometimes.
Are you able to swim in that no armor? It looks a bit heavy.
Surprisingly, it's pretty light, but no, can't swim in it very well.
What? No, I'm not going to pull a funny and push him in the water to test that theory. As funny as it would be to me.
Do it. Roll a wisdom saving throw to see if you do it or not.
Roll 10.
Blub 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 sinks to bottom.
I mean, I don't think the issue is its weight. I think it's that he can't really move that well. It's not flexible. It's still half plate.
Yep.
It's now there. Sorry. Someone who doesn't know how to exercise patience when doing chores. Fortunately, we were able to at least save some of the villagers, but they lost most of their elder population.
That's unfortunate.
They also lost the Hydra that was protecting them.
Hydras are... What, Hydra? Are you sure?
Yes,
Those
big.
Those haven't been seen in a very long time.
Well, that would probably be because they built a fucking laboratory on top of their breeding grounds.
Oh.
If there are any more other than that, they're probably stuck in the caverns under that place, which is why our original plan of destroying it has been put aside. We're going to have to find some people to dismantle that place.
Me. Well, at least the druids are there to help.
Oh yeah, there was a fucking really weird... You haven't ever seen a Spinosaur, have you?
The river lizards?
The big primordial creatures that have the large fin across their back.
Yeah, the river ones. The ones with the spines, yeah? The ones that eat all the crocodiles and shit.
I mean, Spanos can swim.
They had one down there that somehow electrified itself.
Oh. What are those?
Yeah. It was strange. It had children.
The children. Who has the egg?
Oh no, we left it for the village to raise.
Right, okay.
We left the egg with the village so that they would have something to protect them.
Well, hopefully they have water nearby. It likes to fish hunt.
There was a stream within the cavern.
That's good.
Ooh.
What is that sound?
That would be Dursun.
Oh, sorry. That was my cousin saying goodbye to me.
Yeah, every once in a while we hear your background noise.
I'm sorry about that. Let me take it to push the talk.
Okay.
So, I'm rolling for the other patches of this robe. I realize I never did it. It has 10 patches, so Dnd 100. Right?
Yeah, I get to tell you what those are.
Wait, I already rolled that.
You don't roll the D100, I do.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I'll get to that, don't worry.
I'm making a warm meal. I'm preparing my tent. I casted a lot of alarms.
Fair enough.
I'm making myself comfortable in this town.
I am concerned by Erikai suddenly appearing.
What? What's there to be concerned about? It's just Erica with his pets.
All of them.
In the background.
If I had Find Familiar, I'd bring my familiar too.
I don't think you can get Find Familiar as a paladin.
There are ways. Oh,
there are ways.
Hey.
Technically, I think you can just get a scroll of Find Familiar and get a familiar as anyone.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yep.
But if your familiar dies, you need to buy another scroll to resummon.
To resummon and do the whole ritual all over again.
Plus, I think technically, if you don't know the spell, you can't banish and summon them, so they're just always around.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I can technically make the scroll for you if you want me to. It takes a day to make a first level spell scroll.
Universe is here. We're just fucking
taking the dog for
ganging up.
My alarms, they are gone. Oh no.
Oh no. Our table.
It's broken.
So, Swumi, sorry to interrupt.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's time we actually gear up to leave. Everyone's sort of just wandering about, talking to their friends, and while I am fine with some degree of time wasting, we have an entire city full of very important things to do.
We have a city to burn, samurai.
No, Samurai is not here.
Not yet. Not until someone starts losing their mind properly.
Yes, wait. Right, let's go see if Belliath's finished with tinkering on Phil's.
Did you guys say that you'd be able to make my armor +1?
I can make plus weapons. I don't have
armor.
I don't think so. What spell do you need to make plus armor? Because the reason I could make plus weapons is because I have magic weapon and elemental weapon, because those are paladin spells.
The way that it's been explained in Nikki's setting is you're essentially burning spell slots to imbue magic into the armor.
Yes, but as far as Nikki has told me, you need a applicable spell.
What was it? Magic weapon?
I have magic weapon and I have elemental weapon, so I don't know if that applies to armor. That would be weird if it did.
Probably no.
No, it says weapon.
You might need mage armor.
Mage armor would make sense as the origin for magic weapon, for magic armor.
Yeah.
As a paladin being able to make magic weapons but not magic armor, that makes sense to me.
Oh, yeah. Or one or the other at least.
Yeah. I mean, I can make. Oh wait, I have divine shield or whatever the fuck it's called. So I could probably make a magic shield, but I don't think I can make a magic armor.
I mean, shield is armor.
Technically speaking,
is a type of armor. I could probably put like a different spell on it if you want like something other than plus to AC.
I have like armor of Agatist, if that helps with magic armor.
I mean, to be honest, I just wanted a little bit more protection. That's all I really need on it.
Ooh, I have an idea. It's this. No, don't consume spell slot. I just want to link it. That. Put that on some armor. Get you armor that like makes you immune to being charmed or some shit.
I mean, we explained that the reason I was able to up mine to +3 is I channeled the spell while you imbued it into the armor. I'm sure. I think I have the Investitude spells. One of them, I believe, ups AC. I also have Stone Skin.
I also have protection from energy, so I can probably give you armor that gives you resistance to a damage type. With between Soul of the Machine and protection from energy, I can probably make most of the armor resistances. So if you want like armor of psychic resistance, I can probably make that.
With channeling, flesh to stone. No, that turns people into.
What does Stone Skin do? Does that just add to your AC?
Oh no, better. Ooh, can I make armor of like lesser armor of invulnerability? It'd probably be very expensive.
Oh, like the barding.
Stone Skin gives you resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. That's non-magical.
I could have sworn I had a spell that upped your AC to a certain minimum.
Bark Skin.
What the fuck? That shit me up then.
What?
What the fuck was that?
Bark Skin.
Oh, Bark Skin. Yeah.
Who's inside of a fucking like pickup truck?
FBI, open up!
Yeah, the target's AC can't be less than 16 regardless of what armor it's wearing.
Mine's at 18 at the moment.
So, yeah, I would have channeled that at a high enough level for him to imbue the level 3 to the armor.
And what would that bump it up to?
Well, I have Scale Mail. Scale Mail is 15 by default.
So you just raise the armor's base AC as opposed to increasing the magical bonus. That's basically how I'm thinking about it. But yeah, I That wouldn't work for you though.
I think physical, like the bludgeon piercing or that, non-magical will be fine because I don't really get hit by magic that often. And I'm already immune to all fire type.
I can channel high casting of stone skin.
Yeah. The problem is we don't have money. Do you have money?
What do you mean we don't have money? You two have money.
I spent all my money on elementals. Erikai doesn't give a shit about money.
I have fuck you money. I have like 3,000 gold that I'm not currently using.
If somebody wants to give me money to make fucking armor of resistance for Ennaq, I will make the armor.
How much is it first?
How expensive is that going to be?
So
yeah,
I don't know.
If it's too much, I won't
Ennaq,
do it.
Your armor itself is shadow steel, so it actually hasn't been enchanted. It's non-magic at the moment. It's just it has the special properties of being shadow steel.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is a fresh armor that you can just magically put whatever on.
Which wouldn't remove the actual properties of shadow steel.
No, it would not.
Sweet.
So how much would it cost to apply stone skin to armor? In addition to, I assume, the material component, which would probably be needed.
Stone skin has a
diamond requires diamond dust worth 100 gold.
Just the diamond dust.
Oh shit!
So it would be 10 platinum, and it doesn't matter what level I channel it at. We could.
Actually, the higher the level you channel it, the better it will be, in a way.
So what? So
I mean, we're not leaving until the next day anyways, so I might as well just... Well, fuck, I don't have it prepared.
So what does it mean then? When you increase the level of stone skin, what does it do? Does it just reduce it further? No, right. I'm going to say.
You're saying that it does affect the ability.
Of
the item, but not of normal casting.
Not of normal casting. If you... Oh, I just disconnected my headset. Lol. I can't hear. The game can hear, though.
The important question is, how much does it fucking cost? Because it's not going to cost us just 100 gold in a day.
No. Alright, depending on what level you're doing the spell at, I need to know.
Thank you for the 10 PP.
There is the material cost covered.
And then we need to know the cost of the item itself for... Let's just start with, 4th level. We do baseline.
Base level, it would be the 100... Wait. What's level of... The 4th level spell. Okay.
Yes.
Be 1,000. Oh, wait.
Normally a concentration spell, so I'm expecting even the base level to be most of Shumi's gold, I'm gonna be honest.
2,100 gold?
What did you say?
2,100 gold.
Is that counting the component or not counting the component?
That's counting the component. Sorry.
So yeah, we're probably not gonna upcast that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say if it's too much, I'll make do for now until I get some more money for myself.
Hold on, how much money do you have, Ennaq?
I've got 1,200 gold.
Okay, you pay the 1,200. I've already paid the material cost, and I can
so that's
pay
another
an
800.
additional.
So you send me 1,200 gold, Ennaq. Then Shumi sends me 800.
Yeah. And that leaves me with still a decent chunk of platinum. I'd like to imagine Scales is just sitting here in utter bafflement, seeing more money than he's made in his entire life just be casually handed around.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna go move to another country now.
Fuck you guys, I'm out.
So with this, it will give you resistance to magical.
So it's now stone skin. I imagine is it just resistance to non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, slashing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which is going to be probably pretty good because I doubt any grunts we fight are going to be having magical weapons.
Well, a lot of them are probably going to be slinging cantrips instead.
Which, if I'm waiting for someone to try to give fireball at me, and I just walk through it. So if anyone's casting fire, let me go first.
Just stand in it and go, fire.
No, I'm just gonna walk up, put my hand around the orb, so it just explodes in my hand. Just right in the face. Just
well,
you can gain 10
Phoenix.
HP for fun.
That's it, exactly.
No, you're Phoenix Kid, and you could just absorb the damage as temporary HP once per day. Start shield buffing.
Fire.
Fireball's going, so I just stand in front. I just open my wings and just embrace it.
Why the fuck? Hold on. Why the fuck does Wet Scales have 1,000 GP in his inventory? What the fuck is he been doing?
Things.
Guarding.
He gets
You're not
paid.
supposed
He
to
gets
say
his salary. This is how much he's made with his salary.
Good on him.
How much have we boosted this town's economy?
I mean, how
Enough,
much did we give to the bloody vendor when we were on our way back here?
Yeah,
we have a lot to Plomp.
That's what I mean.
We could have put Plomp through college at this point.
Plomp has stations at the cities where he gets his supplies. Well. He's literally become Amazon.
Yeah, so he is a trading point, so...
Yeah. So he actually has, he gets supplies from this place, too. Fire Fist helps with that. Hilariously. Another thing...
Also, what did you use as his base token race? Because he has features that do not belong here.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, it was a Gripply.
Also, alignment, lawful evil, minorly concerned, other than the fact of where he used to live.
Oh, that part I didn't change.
That part is accurate.
No, I have not rolled it yet. I was trying to think. Oh, right. Now I remember. Partway through your guys' little time spent chopping Phil and Enoch's arms off and putting those things on, partway through, around when you guys got back here, Victor said goodbye and said he's on his way to this the Shadow City, and said he will meet you guys where you guys need him before you guys start your attack on the city.
Fair enough.
Solaria is waiting out front to tell you guys of that she has her troops and everything ready to go if need be for the pseudo army that's attacking.
Nikki, you know that Sorry, go on.
I was about to say, I mean, we're pretty much ready to go as is, other than we need to make the roll to craft Phil's hands.
Hello.
Other than that, I can't really think of anything else that requires our attention.
Right, Nikki, did you roll for the robe as well for Nyana?
We can do that later. It's not important.
Yes, they do sell that.
Okay. How much?
Good question.
And Nikki, you know this headband of intelligence
uncommon
that
item, yeah. Oh,
I will roll for Phil's hand.
I think
That's a 22.
400 gold.
400 gold for the hand?
Huh?
No,
Oh, no,
for the
I think
thing
so,
he's
so.
getting.
Oh, right.
I am out of money.
Again.
I have 2 gold.
Nikki, the headband of intelligence. So that buffs my intelligence to 19. Do I just change that in my intelligence slot, or?
Yeah, I just changed it in my int slot.
Oh, the headband? Oh, did it not override your...
No, it did. No,
Oh.
I've already changed it. I'm just going to remember what my int was beforehand.
Put it back.
Oh, okay.
There
you
go. Tinko. Because this thing auto does it. It's supposed to, at least. Because I can override.
So with this, when you've done my armor, will that make it +1 then, technically? Or
There we are.
Oh, sweet, thank you.
So now when you unequip it, it takes it off.
Oh, awesome.
When you equip it, now you're smart.
Thank you very much.
I had a character with 7 intelligence using one of those
I have 7
items.
charisma.
see, she was actually dumb, but when she wore the crown,
Headband.
she pretended to be the smartest person in the room every time, because that's what she grew up around, is people always being smarter than her. So when she wears the crown, she's like, I'm better than everyone now.
And then someone takes the crown, it's just drool.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I got 7 strength. I got noodle arms.
Hey, same! Noodle buddies!
That sounds really weird. That sounds so fucking weird.
Noodle arm buddies.
Noodle hug.
Nude buddies, wait, no.
I take that one.
I mean, we can be, but in private.
There was
Okay.
there's a ramen place back where I used to live called Hot Nudes.
Was it genuinely called Hot Nudes?
Yes.
I want to eat there.
I almost forgot. Stream hasn't seen the new artwork for Scales yet.
Have they?
No, I only posted in an art group chat.
Oh.
Nobody's interacted with this NPC at all.
Oh, the boy!
Swag.
Now in proper armor.
What's wrong with saying swag?
So, to speed a little things up, Solaria will tell you that they actually do have enough of the dwarves have all volunteered to be the pseudo army, as long as there isn't any they'll understand the possibilities of getting harmed during this, but they understand it's for a good cause. And a few other people, a few other citizens from the town also joined, and a lot of the guards too that have been training people.
I guess he's getting his ass turned around if he can't see here.
They fucking renamed it.
What, really?
They removed the hot. It's now just called the Nudes Bar.
Damn it.
They should add send instead. The send news bar.
What is
bar,
this?
yes.
What is this? Cold
Oh,
nudes?
I understand where home is. I don't know if I can just send you stuff like
Lukewarm
that.
nudes?
Of course you can.
Why hot nudes now? Sorry.
It's in Rancho Cucamonga.
That's hilarious.
God damn it. Today is Friday in California.
Good!
Whoosh. Alright.
I'm actually disappointed they changed the freaking name. Do I have to roll to make that armor?
Yes. Oh, seriously.
Well, what do I roll? Smith tools?
Yeah.
Smith tools. Pop. use Smith's tools. I think it's just normal, right?
Oh shit!
You all right?
That's a 28.
Violent.
Perfect.
Yo.
This one
That was
doesn't go
incredibly
wrong.
violent.
Shwoomy, make me a medicine
Yo.
check.
Oh, right. I have
Medicine.
to cut off his head. I have expertise in medicine.
Roll a one. Shit.
30.
30.
Cuts off his leg by accident.
Goes too deep.
Phil, you don't even notice that they took out the knife. And your arm's already stubs.
You're
Then you feel the pain.
You have no wrists.
Clean cut. I know I need Belliath to roll their Goldmuncy.
I rolled it earlier. It was a 22.
Oh, perfect. You actually put Phil's hands on pretty well, and it seems their circuits are not as damaged and are fine.
I am Robo-Man!
Because he doesn't use normal casting stuff, rather use their voice of being a bard. I guess technically
We cremate his hands and hold us.
Ooh, actually, technically, your dagger, the Wind Waver, is a bard tool. It makes music.
It makes music when he flings it around.
That sounds very weird.
So we cremate his hands, hold a brief service for the loss he has endured, and then we leave.
May our hands rest in pieces. We're out.
Ooh,
Oh my god. Fuck hands, we for the name.
Alright. You guys start on your journey. Oh no, Samuel. Why is he here?
I think we had a plan for the midnight.
The midnight train? Going anywhere? Sorry.
For someone.
Yeah, we want to do it at night so that's less likely that people will feel the shit burrowing.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want it during the day where people are out and about,
Already moving.
walking, already making noise? Because if it's still and at night, it seems like people would. Oh, fuck! Before I forget, one of you, doesn't matter what well, except the witch. Anyone else in the party, Gumbo will approach you and hand you a letter written in Ogwen. If you can't read it, divert it to the Aquazzle or the
I can read Ogwen.
Direct it to the Aquaddle or the Google Translate.
Or Google Translate.
I gotta remember what siege element or what elemental are you guys burrowing with?
We're
salamander, because it can take us directly under the person we're looking for.
So we're having salamander and then the invisible
stalker
spectre thing. Yes,
KK.
Those are the only two coming with us under the city.
The stalker remains with us after we reach where we're going because it can't divulge from its target. The salamander, after its job is done, returns to the others and starts fucking up whoever leaves the city walls.
Yep.
Anyways, so Ennaq, you take the note.
I can do. Whoever's.
He is requesting after the City of Ire is dealt with for things to be retrieved from the remnants of his shop, mainly a decorative funeral urn. Things he didn't have time to grab before being ousted.
All right.
He will pay you money.
Yes.
Money.
Lower performance.
Like, this shit is, like, making me crazy, and I now realize it was high.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, it's much more better now.
Yeah.
We do be blazing in a bit.
This town has a lot of animations in it, and it does cause issues. And that's all my.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No worries. I think I said midnight, right? I was waiting for
Yeah.
Well,
Phil.
you guys will be.
Are we spending the night here, or are we just going at night?
Well, it's gonna take you guys a couple days to actually get near the town to meet up with your armies and stuff, and the Shadow
We have
Dragon.
already been here a few days.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we've been here for a few days already, though, haven't we?
Yes, but you guys still have to travel there.
Oh
and
yeah.
The army has to follow you and all that stuff. So that stuff will. We're gonna speed through that next session. All that stuff. So travel time. Yeah, we're gonna skip straight to when you guys get to the city and start burrowing into the city. So we're just gonna speed through that.
Right.
Yeah, but you guys got.
And
But yeah, just finish up the things you guys need to do in the town, and next session we'll speed through everything else. But there is an excerpt I have left for near the end of the session while you guys are traveling towards the city, because it's kind of funny.
Fair enough. Think I'm all set and ready to go.
Also, there isn't going to be any encounters when you guys are traveling towards the other city because of the amount of people that are going to be traveling with you. Nothing can fucking stop you at that point.
Or wants to.
Or wants to, yes.
Yeah, because we have fucking robot hands now, Pharaoh, you fucking bozos.
While traveling, eventually you get to a point where you see a few partially eaten dragonborns, and then dead bodies with fist holes and sword slashes on their bodies. It's some cannibals were killed here. Though you recognize these wounds as these are kind of wounds that Victor would leave behind. You believe he, while on his stroll to the Shadow City, he just took care of some people who decided to get in his way.
Just some fist-sized holes through one of the chests.
Yeah.
Is basically just holes through their chests, and they're like just laying about.
Yeah.
Because there'll be no weapons left behind.
No.
Because he takes them to smelt?
Probably.
You don't deserve these weapons.
Mine now, bitch.
But yeah. Though after you guys get near the city, eventually you do see a shadowy dragon reach. We will continue and pick up next session. So you guys.
Should we do the robe of useful things? I think you were going to roll for that.
How many D10s? 10?
And D100.
Oh, hello.
What the fuck?
That's...
The fuck was that all about?
Oh, that killed my foundry. Did it? It's lagging so hard.
That's okay.
Well, 100 dice, 10 dice just got rolled across the screen.
Ladder.
Holy shit. How? You rolled a fucking
Back.
1.
Gold.
Okay.
Gems.
It's gonna be hard to remember.
A boat.
I'm gonna take notes.
Write it down.
A second boat. So far you have 2 ladders, 2 boats, a bag of gold, a bag of gems. 2 dogs. A horse.
Okay.
A horse? Oh wait,
4
this is the
healing
cloak of useful items,
potions.
isn't it?
Yeah.
And 2 horses.
Okay. All right. Makes sense.
Let me take notes.
Oh my days.
There's the numbers in order.
Is Q. Bro, Foundry, come on, please don't die on me. One is a bag of. One is 100 gold. I will just add that.
Whoa, what the fuck?
$29 and 29 is.
And 2 rowboats. 2
Oh, by the way, Nikki.
riding horses. Yeah?
There was a lot of downtime in the session while people were just kind of like doing shit.
Yeah.
So I made this while I was errant. So I didn't want to interrupt people. Oh, sorry, it's trying to make it into a text file. I need to break it up into pieces.
Can we roleplay, by the way?
Yeah.
Sure.
You spend the time role-playing and stuff.
I'm still waiting for Phil to arrive.
Oh, yeah, my fucking browser keeps on crashing. I'm trying to reboot it back up now, but just drag me in there.
In their tent? Okay.
Yeah. If you can move my token for me while I try to get this to unfuck itself again.
It looks like a normal tent from the outside, but inside it has a bed chamber, it has a writing desk.
What kind of sorcery is this?
It has a nightstand with a candle, clothing racks, and
Let's everyone get all the cool shit.
You have robot hands. Shut up.
It has a bed for 2. I brought in a steel mirror, and basically I'm just making my own care routine as you get in, and I'm like, oh, welcome.
Howdy do. I'm gonna sit down and kick my feet up.
Well, I was just
like any respectable member of society would.
Oh my god, what happened to your arms?
I love this.
Oh, these things? Oh, do I have full control over my hands yet?
Oh,
or
yeah.
am I still
You
getting
can
used
move,
to them?
You can move your fingers and stuff. It's just a little awkward, is all. You're also a scion.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You can just telekinesis it.
Yeah, so I kind of easy bake up into my hands, and, well, this is what happens.
I see. Oh, by the way, I should say, I use this staff of flower to cover around my tent with flowers, because it's just cute.
Fair enough.
Purdy.
And, so, is it just like your normal arms? Can you feel like normal?
I mean, sorta.
Can you feel the?
I can move my fingers, but I'm not really used to them yet, so it just kind of feels weird.
I see. Do you want me to help you apply the lotion since you are not used to your hands?
It rubs the lotion gently on its skin.
Alright, I'll grab the lotions that I prepared.
Fade the black already, for fuck's sake.
Oh,
can we just fade the black?
I am so tempted just to play a quick clip of something right now when I can assume everyone knows what I'm on about.
Do it. Tom, please.
Fade to black.
FTV.
And
Dan, I love these. These are amazing.
What is wrong with us?
A
A little erotic.
That is this wrong.
Look, we already got a room, okay?
Fair.
And Phil is kind of a whore.
And if you don't want anyone to hear it, I got silence.
I mean, I did say Phil's nickname is Phil the Man Whore, so I mean.
He beds all the women. He's Phil the Slug.
No comment.
Hey, what does Phil Philanthropy and me have in common?
What?
Lack of bitches?
Okay, that was good. I'll give you that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That was actually really good.
I was debating saying it. I was debating it.
For fuck's sake.
No, we're both whores.
I debated it for half a second, and I was just like, nope, I have to.
I'm glad you did, Tenacity. I'm proud.
Thank you. Thank you.
Alright. I will apply the lotion, and I'm just keep looking at your arms, and it's like I'll let you roll an insight check on that.
On my arms?
Yeah, no, on me. Why?
Athlia is traveling 10. Sorry, someone was asking a question.
I'm pretty sure I'm too stupid to notice, but I'll roll insight anyways. That's investigation. Insight. Oh. Never mind, I'm really good at insight.
She clearly has a question, but is not asking.
Would you like to know more about the fingy hands?
Or how they feel.
You want to know how they
Please, just have TV. I hate this.
You can't.
I have strep right now. Stop! Don't make me laugh. It hurts.
You can feel normally through them, right? Do you feel like beats as well? Do they have?
I don't really feel anything at the moment, but I am psionic, so I guess I could probably figure something out.
Oh. Hmm.
Or I can do stuff with my mind.
Experiments on it.
Bones, your timing is impeccable.
Just a psionic flirting with people. I can do things to you with my mind.
I can make you feel tingly.
That sounds just so creepy. For fuck's sake.
It rubs the lotion on its skin.
It rubs the lotion on the horns.
Okay. I got a really nice experiment in mind. Do you mind if I do it?
Huh?
First, I will put something in your head, and I'll put a.
Come again?
A knife.
I'd rather not.
It's a crown. It's a crown made out of twigs and flowers.
Okay.
Do you allow me to put it on?
Yeah.
All right, then I will cast Minor Illusion to create a small fire. Can you put your hand on it and tell me if you feel it?
Nikki, is this something that I would feel?
I put a crown of force on your head.
You can.
So illusions feel like real to you.
Oh shit!
Now that you're
trying this with fire.
Feels a little crispy.
I want to point this out. You are burning him, or at least
He's a
it feels like
tiefling.
he's being burned.
Okay, well, I'm gonna start screaming at the top of my lungs.
No. Now
Very
that
loud.
your sense of touch is like distorted, I was wondering if illusions and your distortion would create an effect.
Not exactly.
Oh,
So basically, it's just gonna take a little bit of time for his body to start not rejecting the metal, as it is connected to his body, and it's gonna have to take some time to properly be part of his system. It's because of how it's made and everything. So you can feel ish. It's like the lightest, like everything is light touching them.
oh, I see. So that didn't work. You can keep the crown if you want to. You can take it as a gift.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna put the crown in my bag of holding.
Sending it to you. I think it was right click. Yep. To player. Fill and item. And I'm done with these, by the way, and I'll stop applying the lotion. Interesting, though. I didn't know you could make arms like these. They didn't exist in my time.
I did a very good job. We can all hear you.
Where even are you?
In their house.
Outside.
Like,
Swumi, can't they hear everyone? Can't they be heard by everyone in the outside?
No, it actually works exactly like
Well, this is funny, Nikki.
Sphere. So I think you can hear outside of it, but you can't hear inside when you're outside, because it's like
tiny huts.
It's like tiny hut, yeah. It's an extra dimensional space, technically.
Tiny hut isn't an extra dimensional
Well,
space.
not space. It's just like a illusionary space.
You're thinking of the mansion spell. I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
Mordenkainen's Magnificent Mansion.
I think it's called.
Yeah.
Magnificent Mansion.
Magnificent Mansion. That was it.
Mordenkainen's Magnificent Mansion.
Wait.
Minute. My players always just called it
Yeah.
I cast You cast what?
I prepared some
I
food.
prefer traveling tin.
I like traveling tin. I think it's
Sorry,
a cool
did you say
gaming spell.
food?
Yes, I made some soup while we are waiting for lotion to do its thing. I thought we can have a nice meal.
It's laced with.
I'm gonna do a deception check.
Deception or insight?
This could be poisoned. Or no, wait. What would it be? It would be
Insight.
Insight.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. It's poisoned.
No, it's not. To your knowledge, it's not poisoned.
Knowledge.
I am a good person if you wanna do like an insight on that.
I don't think
I
will trust. It's okay. If I get poisoned, everyone will know who did it.
My alignment is good. If you want to know that. And I I prepared some nice soup. Oh, where's the fire I created outside? It's gone.
Is it just fire? Or is it like an
no.
actual, like...
Don't worry about it. It's from this item. I made it with these. And I also added my useful spices in it. And I also poured some wine with my alchemy jug.
I like where this is going.
It has been going in this direction for the past 20 minutes.
Indeed.
Anna will
The
take
way
some
to
wine.
start. His belly full and his balls empty.
Nyana will take his wine, a little sips, and smoking his pipe.
I will take the wine in gulps.
Chugs
because
the wine.
Phil doesn't know how to drink wine.
Drinks wine nervously.
I got some other drinks if you want to.
Oh, hell yeah.
I can get you some beer or tea.
Alcohol? I love alcohol.
Do you have anything stronger?
Got more wine and more strong. I don't think I have anything stronger.
It's alright. Wine will do then.
Right? I'll pour more wine.
Wine is so dangerous because you don't measure it like you do regular alcohol. It's like a glass, and a wine glass can change. So in technicality, you don't know how much you're drinking.
And
because clearly, if you drink exactly 48 ounces of wine, it's better than drinking one glass because you know how much you're drinking.
You drink the whole bag. Box.
Does that also count with rum too?
No.
Like
as long as you know how much you're drinking, it's better.
So in other words, if you're drinking, finish the bottle.
Alright, Dom, you heard him.
Exactly.
Oh, don't worry, I'm already on it.
I think I'm gonna go down to. I think I'm gonna go pick up some rum too, and some medicine for my throat.
Rum, medicine for throat. Why not get some?
Well, I mean, I can make hot toddies with spice rum.
Yeah, of course. The thing that gives you throat cancer will make for great medicine.
Semantics.
Oh, you said you don't have a home here, right?
Oh, well, I do now.
I guess.
Well, no, I'm talking about like I live.
Your tent is like a couple feet away from my house.
I'm pretty sure I live like right behind.
Did you do?
Yeah. It'd be my home. That I only recently acquired, apparently.
Well, this looks like a really nice town.
It is quite nice. Although, be careful with the druid lady. She has a staff that really hurts.
Yeah, Gumbo is also looking not so safe to be around.
Permanent
Maybe not safe for work, but he seems pretty safe.
Looks like he will bash my head in if I say the wrong thing.
Well, you know what the solution to that is?
Don't say the wrong thing.
Correct. And also stay away from the scary druid lady.
He has a room temperature IQ.
Very simple-minded creature. Doesn't understand much, but understands the simple things. Like the fact that you wanted blood for some reason, and also if they've killed anyone. Just the weirdest things to ask a simple person.
Hey, you want to see hey, have you ever seen a dead body? Just fucking
you drain
out
blood
of
this
nowhere.
creature.
Like
What? Do you kill people? What are you getting at?
I've never killed people. He says to no one like a liar.
Yeah, I guess.
Blood, me, a murderer, how preposterous.
I mean, it depends on your definition of people. I don't think he considers Shardmind people.
what does he consider people?
I don't know. Anything but Shardmind.
People are
Sharks,
food.
people.
No. Shark food.
Shark food and people.
That's cannibalism.
There are technically shark people in Nikki's setting.
Yeah, I just killed one.
Yeah.
They're in hell now.
Where they belong. Straight to jail.
Go directly to hell.
No pass.
Go to bed. Go directly to bed. Do not check Do not check phone. Do not do not collect $200.
Well, Phil and Nyana spend a extravagant night together in a tent. Oh, I was reading through the so I actually might try and use those because those are super useful for like understanding relationships with their group eventually. Well,
You good with puzzles?
You guys
are you good with puzzles? Because my emotions are like
everyone else thinks they're doing the dirty. In reality, they're just having like a game night.
They play 20 questions and get drunk.
Literally, they're just sitting there drinking alcohol, going like, okay, so what you do next is you roll 4d6 and you drop the lowest of them.
No. I got this puzzle box today, so I was like, since we are killing some time while waiting for the lotion, I might as well try to solve it together, right?
Yeah, sounds like fun. Let's do it.
Maybe like put a reward at the end. Maybe who solves it first.
I'm gonna scream out "fuck yes" just to make things more awkward for everyone outside.
Well, hold on. Did they cast?
Everyone else.
Oh wait, unless no one else can hear.
Well, that depends. Did they actually have a tent, or did they cast the spell Traveling Tent?
Traveling Tent.
I casted it.
Okay, then so the way that works is sound does not leave the tent, but you can hear what's outside.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so you just hear, what do you think they're doing?
I don't know.
Should we be concerned for Phil?
For Phil, we should be concerned for the witch. You have any idea how many STDs that guy probably has?
How much drugs he's done?
How many drugs he's done? That's another good point.
Thank you, random citizen.
Yeah,
I mean,
what are you doing here?
Check that.
She probably has cure disease.
Let's
God fucking damn.
Oh my god!
Is that how that works?
I don't know. There's no rule about STDs in D&D.
You can detect a disease with detect poison and disease.
Yes, you can.
There's no rule about contracting STDs.
Hold on, I think there's a book for this. Let me get it.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is. The Book
There
of Erotic
probably is.
Fantasy.
God.
The 90s were a weird time.
Wait, is there genuinely a book about... Why?
It's called the Book of Erotic Fantasy. It's a whole thing.
Okay, sure. Why not? Why not, I guess.
I would like to believe that Phil's just incredibly lucky and doesn't have STDs.
Yeah, I doubt that very fucking much.
I doubt that very much. You have more. You probably have more STDs than Jack fucking Sparrow.
This came out in 2006 to 3.5
Wait, does Jack Sparrow
supplement.
genuinely have like 6?
No, but I think they're classed as the movies, but you know what I mean.
Roll a D100 for how many STDs you have.
Just roll 100.
That's too much. But I do need you to
fine,
roll
D50.
me a D. You still need. Stop. If you do want to determine this, yes, we can determine if you've contracted and whether or not how severe the contraction
what do I
is.
roll?
He
Roll me.
did go on that fling with the snake lady
When
was this?
after the cannibal tower.
Right.
So, who did I give
Noted.
my Paradent of Health to?
Me. You gave me the periop of health. Do you just poke your head out of the tent?
Yeah, I think you would return that to me because it's been a few days that we spent on the road, right?
No. I like to imagine you just poke your head out of the tent. I need
I need protection.
It's.
All right, Nikki.
So-
What TDs does Phil have?
Can I get that back just so we make sure?
Okay.
And the answer is yes.
How's it going? Good, great. Here.
Sorry, I was muted. Okay, there was someone walking past. Good. I might need that. And wear that. So, don't really care about if you have any. I'm not gonna get affected, anyways.
Yeah, I want my treehouse to be as far away from Phil's house as possible. Thank you.
Roll me a D10.
A D10?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
have omega syphilis.
You have everything.
I have it now. I found it.
What? Why'd you roll 2?
I didn't mean to. I deleted one of them.
You're a fucking idiot.
We'll just delete the bottom one and keep the top one.
Oh, please explain, please.
Please explain.
Syphilis.
Belliath called it. God damn it.
These things are actually curable, right?
It
Yeah.
does now. It
Phil,
does now.
See, the thing is Phil has actually been working with a scientist, and more than likely, every once in a while, he's probably asked Zariah, "Hey, I have this strange occurrence happening, Doctor."
Let's help.
Hey, it kind of burns when I piss.
Kind of burns when I pee.
So, more than likely, you're
I must be a lord of cinder.
probably clean for the most part. But whether or not it returns is depending on how you go about yourself.
The easy way to solve that problem is not sleep around.
Yeah,
Says the person that's trying to sleep around with him.
There's a cure disease spell, isn't there?
Yes. It's just lesser restoration, I think.
Oh,
Cures
yeah.
disease.
Lesser restoration or 5 points of lay on hands.
So I can cure a lot of diseases.
I can also remove your disease if you
Talk
want.
to your local
I can also
paladin.
remove your dick.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was gonna say it.
Yeah, that'd be
anything.
greatly appreciated. I don't really feel like having Omega AIDS anymore. So
Right, I will swap one of my spells with lesser restoration.
I'm in trouble.
God fucking.
Lesser restoration was 2nd level, right?
Mm-mm.
Let's get rid of Blood Curse Boil and get.
I don't think the Dungeons and Dragons mean this.
Bondage.
Bondage.
Dragons.
Bondage and bounty.
Dungeons and bondage.
I have acquired the magical STD table.
While all that's going off, I'm going to nip up to Takara and just say, just learn how to whisper and watch what you sell to people in this town.
Right,
And then I'll walk off.
I will be.
Harloon will.
I'm just casting a random spell at 2nd level, so I use the spell slot.
Get the absolute shit scared out of him, and he'll snort a little too much.
Have I just killed this motherfucker?
Nobody's gonna have a bad time.
Well, serves him right. God damn it! I've just realised the spell he's using.
No. That is for getting rid of the spell slot.
Wrong timing then, Chief. Because that'd be
person. Didn't think we were gonna go into bondage right away. Damn. Just kidding. So you're just using that to get rid of the spell slot for the actual spell. Yep.
Are you using it on Phil?
Lesser restoration to text.
Do I even want to know? I don't know if I want to know this.
My eyes are watering now. Shit.
Like, what the fuck, man?
That was just.
You don't have to know it.
That was just too good a timing.
I would just, we're playing Hide the One-Eyed Snake.
For fuck's
Well,
sake.
clean the one-eyed snake first, I believe.
Pain. All right.
Anyways.
Well.
Pain, just pain.
Well, we're not going to continue this little part next week, but we will continue the story next week. As these two.
Yes, we're going to go into explicit detail on stream.
Yeah, to be honest, this is actually like the second. Yeah, no.
I think you can end the stream and we can keep going after.
How did we get here? How did we get to this fucking point, man?
This is the second.
I think there's only one word we've got to say to that.
The second occurrence of sexual relations in one of my games.
And both of it has been filmed.
No, wrong.
Oh, really?
The other one was one of my sister's friend. Her character was like, I want to bang people in the city. I was like, okay. She spent a night sleeping around with multiple people.
How many STDs did she contract?
It's been a long time. I don't remember.
You don't remember? I don't think you...
I thought everyone would remember that.
I love Dungeons and Dragons.
The first one of that, the magical STDs, Astral's Doom. Jesus.
Wait, where is this STD table? Astral's Doom. 6 months. You take 1d8 strength damage. Jesus.
Mummy rot is sexual.
Azor ball.
I don't want to think about these. Alright, thank you all for joining us for Chris and the Icefields. Well, these two fade to black. And then...
You can contract lycanthropy!
Oh, yes.
Yes. Lycanthropy. Were you thinking, like, leprosy?
No. Lycanthropy as in werewolves. You can contract lycanthropy.
Yeah, that's how it's said.
It's what happens when you bang a furry. Just kidding.
Yeah, no.
Just punishment.
Wonder people have furry kinks.
God damn it.
Alright, thank you all for joining.
Thank you for joining this shit show. See you next time when we discuss this even more.
No.
Maybe.
And
there's
plenty of more book,
man.
There's plenty more book.
Disgustingly.
Why is there so much book for that?
You don't want to know.
Like,